Grana, Weep, Ninny Bong! And coming up on the show today, we will be shining a light in the darkest corners of your bookshelf. We will ask why the hell is Arcee red? We'll check in with the team at IronFactory for this awesome Ironhide, and we go, oh no, look at that Raiden! All this and much, much more coming up in the next few minutes.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
First up, Vectron Labs. As I've said before, yes, they have come back to us with everything we need now to put the video together. That video will drop tomorrow, Sunday. So at this date, that would be Sunday, the 15th of January. Just got a bit caught up with a few things this week. I just wanted to make sure that this video had the time to be able to go through it, and this week unfortunately I just wasn't able to get it together, but tomorrow it will drop, so look forward to that one. Kicking off then in the UK, In Demand Toys are saying that Friday, so as of completing this video, yesterday, Tarn has arrived at In Demand Toys. So if you're waiting on the awesome looking Tarn from Hasbro, then he will be winging his way to you if your pre-order has come in. If not, maybe reach out to the store and see if you can pick this bad boy up, because it really does look one of the best figures that Hasbro have released in a long time. Also, a few other things. Looks like Show Z are going to be getting Lucifer back in, so I think this is a restock. Also, a fourth party masterpiece, Ironhide, is up on Show Z now, and also this awesome looking Generation D Dark Knight Red Bull. This, of course, is the side swipe that turns into a bull instead of a Lamborghini. TF Nation in the UK is bringing its mini-con to Manchester in March, and the first guests have been released, so more to come, those itineraries and stuff like that. With it being in my hometown, you may even see me there at some point during the Saturday. Have you got the funny-faced Transformers Leo Prime from Legacy Evolution? Well, if you have, and you believe that it needs a few more accessories and weapons, then the Matrix Workshop has got the kit for you, and it's right here, and you get some really fancy-looking weapons. Unfortunately, there's nothing to solve that derpa face, though. Moving over to the team at Funbiestudio, who picked up their Legacy Hotshot and went, wow. There's a lot of gaps here. There's a lot of gaps. So the team at Funbiestudios do what the team at Funbiestudios always do. They get to work on filling those gaps. So if you've got this figure and those gaps drive you absolutely insane, all you need to do is pick up a 3D printer, head over to Funbiestudios, and they've got all of the gap busting blueprints you could ever need. Always doing what Hasbro definitely should have. Funbiestudios, awesomeness. Fanshobby getting ready to release their take on Double Dealer, so we now see this awesome G1 inspired box art here. I really like their take on the Double Dealer, and this box art is really good. I think that I love that kind of see-through window, the way that you've got the Power Master, sorry, down in the corner as well, just like the old school 80s G1 boxes. They always do a really good job on their boxes and give it that massive G1 inspired, when you could walk down the aisle in Toys R Us and see just massive boxes for your Transformers. Really takes me back. Great looking thing. Can't wait to see this be reviewed and see how it comes out. IronFactory have released their plans for 2023 with this amazing collage, I guess you would call, of all the figures that they intend to release in 2023. All I can say is, wow. That is a hell of a lot of figures. I can't quite make it out, so we'll have a little bit of a zoom in here. So when we have a little bit of a zoom in, the first thing that we can see really is we can see all of the Seekers. Plus, we also see some of the DJD and a recolor of Ultra Magnus, being a kind of Delta Magnus here. Now, for some reason, in my head, I thought that they'd already released the DJD. I'm not exactly sure why I thought that, but yeah, that was definitely something that I thought. I'm trying to make out the two in the bottom right-hand corner. Is that a blur? in the bottom right hand corner, or is my eyes just really old and can't quite work out what that one is? We then move a little bit down the line and we start to see some of the Beast Wars stuff coming in. Then they've already kind of touched on some of the Transformers Neo and stuff like this, but what we really see now is them getting into some more classic Beast Wars characters. So we can see a Primal and a Cheetor there. Very interesting that they're doing their own take on those. Shifting the camera slightly, again, we can see the Lamborghini brothers are going to be making their first appearance, I believe, in this. So that's pretty damn cool as well, that we're going to get the Lamborghini brothers. So a lot to look forward to from the team at IronFactory. And going back to what they wanted to release in 2022, one of the things that they were looking at there was this kind of samurai-inspired Ironhide. Didn't quite get released in 2022, but we're now starting to see some images of it, and this thing looks pretty damn cool. This is one thing I really do appreciate about IronFactory. They don't just do a take, a G1 take or whatever. They do their own little crazy version of a Transformer and make it just look super cool. And all of these samurai ones, they did a really interesting Grimlock as well, not so long ago. So I am all in for these kind of figures. Really like them. They're at the Legends scale, and IronFactory tend to make a lot of really good things. They made an excellent take on Megatron. Actually, one of my favorite Megatrons in my collection comes from IronFactory, and they were one of the first producers that I bought of legend scale figures, and I was like, oh, I quite like this. And since then I have moved on to New Age, but I always keep a close eye on what IronFactory are doing because it's just so interesting. Is your bookcase a little bit lacking in Transformers memorabilia? And if you want to bookend all of your IDW collections, you now can, really interestingly, with this Matrix bookend. I think this is nice, it's cool, but for me it looks huge. I'm just concerned that this takes up half the bookshelf itself before you can actually put any books in there. I think that first image with just those two books that sit alongside it, I think that's probably where I'd get to with my book collection and this on my bookshelves, because mine are like that little IKEA place. It's just like little squares. So definitely two books plus this Matrix in the middle. But I do think this looks like a pretty cool Matrix, and if you've got a big long bookshelf, yeah, why not light your darkest hour with this? This year we will get Rise of the Beasts, so the Devious Licks are coming in with people getting the figures before even Hasbro have had an opportunity to show us a lot of pictures of these. And these are the pictures of the Nightbird, and I've said before that I don't actually mind the way that this one looks, especially the car mode. I do think that this one looks alright. I like the fact that it's not a version of Arcee. We'll get to Arcee in a bit, but I do like the way that this is something just a little bit different. The bottom, though, does look like it's from a different bot to the top. I'm hoping that the images, when it goes on the screen, look a lot better when it's fully animated and stuff like this. This could just be how this bot looks in toy mode. We can never really tell how that's going to translate to the screen. It just looks like it's just a little bit separated, but it's kept that kind of ninja theme that Nightbird has always had. So it's nice that within this Nightverse they are referring back to how these characters really were, apart from Mirage. We all know about that one. But overall, not too bad until we get to the alt mode that I think looks nice until, oh lord, why does it do that? Like, I don't know if this is some gimmick. I've said this before. I don't know if this is a gimmick from the actual movie, that there's a reason why it does that, but that is horrible. In my opinion, it just ruins the look of what would be a pretty damn nice alt mode, actually. We also see this figure next to a few of the other characters from the movie, so we can see that it stands a little shorter than a lot of the characters from the movie, but altogether it's starting to look like an okay lineup. But let's just get shut of that Wheeljack, right? Wheeljack, no more Wheeljack, please. Do you think if we get a big enough petition, we can do something like they did with Sonic? Probably not. Takara are getting one step closer to finishing off their masterpiece combiner for Raiden. So this is going to be the latest train bot Saizan that's going to be coming out very, very soon. The bot itself looks okay, but what a backpack this dude has. That is absolutely huge. That dude is going hiking up Everest or something with a backpack like that. And for the first time, we have actually been able to see Raiden itself. I really know why they've been keeping this guy in the shadows for so long. This is not a good looking Raiden, in my opinion. The Raiden that we got the last year from the third party company, Funbiestudio, just looked so much better. I know it was at a much higher price point than this if you were collecting all of them, but every single bot that's come out and Raiden itself just looked so much better on that figure. I did a lot of videos in and around that, and I know some people were happy with it when it came out, and then the quality kind of dipped with some of the later figures, but overall the overall effect of Raiden when it was combined looked pretty damn good, in my opinion. This one, yeah, I mean, for ages when he was in the shadows, we were thinking, what's going on with that heat? And we can now see why, because he's got a big backpack. Yeah, I think Takara doing masterpiece combiners, great idea, but in my opinion, the first one, it's a no from me. Also, now Transformers Studio Series, as I've said before, with Rise of the Beast around the corner, we're starting to see a few more figures. These are the official releases of the core class Arcee. Core class Arcee red motorbike. Okay, odd. Really, really odd to me that they would make Arcee red. Arcee being a motorbike now, I think that's pretty established. I think we're all okay with Arcee being a motorbike. I certainly am. But red? Why? Why red? I don't get it. Maybe there'll be some kind of explanation, especially when I think I remember at the beginning of the Bumblebee movie, Arcee was pink, and now Arcee is red. Maybe there'll be something in the movie that explains this, but I just don't get it. I just don't get why they make these changes for seemingly no reason. The figure itself is at core class, so it is what it is. Core class is, for me, not the kind of thing that I want to collect, and we will see what happens if they release a larger version of this figure. I really hope that they do, because all in all, it doesn't look like a bad character model, but at core class, they're always crap. They also released this, which is a core class Freezer. Now, for me, I don't know what this is referring to. Maybe there's something from Beast Wars. I'm not the biggest boffin when it comes to Beast Wars, so let me know, is this something it refers to in Beast Wars? For me, it probably looks like this will be that kind of multiple bot that Optimus Prime and the rest of the, and Optimus Primal probably in this one, are all smashing through so they have some bots to kill. In my head, this is going to be the kind of cannon fodder bot that everyone's going to mash up. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. It's neither here nor there for me. So that is everything from me on this Transformers Saturday. Thank you so much, as always, for checking out my content. If you are new around here, please think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe. And don't forget, tomorrow, the interview with Vectron Labs will be dropping on this channel. So please, please, please come and check that one out. Not done anything like that before on this channel. Something I'd probably like to do a bit more of in the future if you're all loving it. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see us do more stuff like that as well. And I'll see you in my next video. All right, team, in a bit. Peace.